Hi, welcome back. Why does this look weird? It's fine. I changed the setting. Let's hope it doesn't mess anything up. I don't think it will. Should be fine. Maybe the video's a little nicer. Probably won't be a noticeable difference. Okay, load this file. Gate 1, Margie. It's a weird chapter title here, and I'm not entirely sure what it means. Why specifically is Margie to do with Gate 1? She's around, yes. Anyway, right, I'm here. Shakhan ran away into this cave after we routed him in Fort Jasper. And we're gonna see what he's up to. Right, and the Yggdrasil team, I guess, took over in Bledavik. So, we own that place now, but still gotta get rid of the man himself. So we're doing that. Here's a door. And it looks almost like a side path, but it's not. What did they say? There's like a... something in here. Oh, there is something in here, alright. This is the gate generator? Okay, so it is a gate generator. For Solaris, I assume? Someone just said it was a gate. Right, that's Andvari there. New gear. Fancy. I'm wondering if we're going to go through a process of one by one replacing all of our existing gears with Omnigears. And this is just the first of several. I have a suspicion. Punk. Not only was he sitting on the Ave throne, he also controlled this. He did? Okay. Boss music starts. I guess this is Shakhan's gear. Yeah. Exactly. To think you knew about the existence of the gate. Very interesting. The gate which divided Solaris from the Earth was under the supervision of the Ethos. Right, and you're a former clergyman. Part of the Ethos. Kinda. In the beginning, it was supervised without any true knowledge of what it did. This thing is very noisy. However, over the years, the Ethos did their own experiments to reveal its true nature. They learned how to use it. For the sake of freeing ourselves from Solaris, we discovered a new way of using it. What the... He's doing something. Wait, is he like tapping into it so that his thing is shielded? Yeah, maybe. Or powered up in some way. You! This was your original intention. He probably entered through this cavern. He just wanted the energy from the gate generator. What the? This can't be? This is ridiculous? This thing should be able to pull an adequate amount of energy from the gate. There shouldn't have been any problems in the design. Why? Oh no, Shakhan's thing's not working. Why doesn't it move? What, did you mess up? If my father knew I was set up by a jerk like this, he'd turn in his grave. I didn't need this anyway. I'll take you myself. Alright, let's do it. Finally, a direct... Oh, yeah, see, now... That just felt like a moment when Graf would show up. Like, what I was thinking was, his empowerment he was getting from the generator is kind of equivalent to Graf. What? Who? So now the real thing comes, and gives him the power. Him again? Right, so he just wants to even the fight here and test our strength. He's a seeker of power. How'd he get in here? Has he... Okay, what are all the times he's done this? Offered to Faye directly once. So Shakhan here versus Bart, Faye, Rico. Vanderkalm versus Faye. There was another time. Stone versus... Was Faye there at that time? Graf's interest is not just Faye, is it? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. When we fought Stone, it was Billy and Renmazuo. That was right after Faye woke up from his coma. And he was not in Veltal at that time. He was resting, so no. That was a Fayless party. How'd he get in here? He's Groff. He does whatever he wants. I am Groff, the Seeker of Power. Doth thou desire the power? Power? What kind of power? I have the power of the gate, as long as I get this machine to move. That's not gonna happen. Your powers are merely superficial, the tools in which you produced with your immature intellect. Now, do you think you can win? What are you saying? Superficial power? The meager efforts of you land dwellers are insignificant next to the true and only power. I shall endow you with my true powers. Shakhan didn't say yes, you're just doing this anyway. My fist is the divine breath. Blossom a fallen seed and draw upon them hidden powers. Yeah, this is the same speech. So he doesn't need consent to do this, he can just do it. Grant unto thee the power of the glorious, mother of destruction. Gunyua! That's his groan. Alright, what's your gear called, Shakhan? It's just Shakhan. Start absorbing gate energy. Oh, Groff empowered him so he could do that. Do I have multiple targets? I do not. I have a Deathblower 1. Alright, you taking that much damage. Whoa! Can't reach to hit you! Shakhan! What was your plan here? It seems really bad. Well, once you get the chance to reach to hit me, I want your accuracy to be bad. I should boost. Gonna. Also, your evade goes down. That's good. This is too funny. Also, he doesn't look Groff empowered. Oh, okay. So that's a something. Got no ether machine. Right. That's adequate damage. Is it? It might be adequate damage if we all boost, and then... Yeah, he's gonna heal up what I did with Rico there, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, this may be a damage race, where booster is, like, super essential. Maybe the thing to do... Okay, I got an idea. Gonna do little attacks here. Get everybody to attack level 3. Is that maybe Faye? Let him heal it up, then dump it all at once. Let's try an attack level 3 with Faye. Then I'll go heavily into the Deathblower 1, etc. So everybody just get to 3. Ignis Storm, Fire Eth. Okay, so my strategy didn't take into account that he might actually do damage at some point. You got the Ethos symbol on your right hand. That hurt a bit. You're gonna charge. Alright, Bart and Vara, you need to do this. You're not as speedy as the others. Alright. Time to do it. Maybe I'll wait until he absorbs. I'm not gonna wait until he absorbs. I'm going now. X. Triangle. Mega Body. That was nice. That was very nice. What is this fight? Oh. Oh, maybe I should have seal shielded. Oh, that was hefty damage. I lived, but that was real hefty damage. Alright, so if I... Oh, Ryubu. So if I do this again, definitely want to seal shield. I might not need to. Rico should heal. Twin Snake. That was loud. Oh, that's... Wow, that's a beautiful number. You should heal. Do it. That's a lot of fuel. It's fine. Good. Hold on, didn't he do, like, even more damage than that to me? Maybe I read the number wrong. Okay, I'm not in a damage race anymore, so I can play differently if necessary. I think going for the level 3... Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Some. Nah, it's not so bad. It's fine. I think for everybody except Veltal, going for level 3 attacks still makes sense. So just fierce, 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 level 3, fierce, 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 level 3. No. Weak, 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 level 3. Because, like, the damage with other stuff just is so not worth it. Where's your death blow? Is it Repu? No. You have the Death Blower 1, don't you? I can't do what I expect. Raigo, was it? Did I take off the Death Blower? Does it not work in this fight? Did I give it to Andvari? No. Actually, looking at this, it's probably just worth doing level 1 Death Blows. But, like, where'd my Death Blower go? Oh, okay, he has the Seal Shield. Nice. Alright, well, I don't know what my Death Blower is doing. It's just, it's not blowing right now. Yeah, that's sufficient. Like, saving up for 3 times that damage, would actually be kind of worth it. But not enough to justify it, I would say. But yeah, like, why doesn't my Death Blower work? Maybe I need... Let's get to attack level 2 and see if something happens. Well, but with which, thingy? Oh, you're absorbing. Okay, so I'm in a damage race again, but, like, that won't really change my actions here, I think. Oh, you're doing it faster. I see. Wait, is that a counter-attack? Counter-action? It might be. Maybe I'm supposed to just not do anything while he's there. Let's see if he doesn't do that if I do nothing while he's there. If I charge, do I lose fuel? 2660. 2660. No, he's still doing it! That is not a counter. He's just doing it. Okay. I don't think I can outpace that healing, so I can just, like, kind of keep him around the same level. So that he'll probably disconnect and then I'll have the chance to keep damaging. Let's try something. Well, that was no good. Alright, I tried it. What's his full health amount? So I can't... Do I have another target now? Maybe this is just the healing phase. I just have to get through this and the gate will, like, run out of energy and then he'll cut it out. So that put the damage on him, but he's already recovered more than that. Twice in a row! Are you done yet? Okay, if I would do this. I have Rutan, Hazan... Guess I'm saving up for attack level 3, which won't be worth it, will it? Okay, this is obnoxious. Ryubu. That was not worth it. Why didn't my Death Blower work? Is there any other potential action I could take here? I'm just hoping he'll run out of that. Well, okay, so he's doing the thing with... I guess that's another way of using the gate energy. I'm gonna heal. That's not how you do that. I can't heal. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Detach! Detach. Cut that out. You're erasing all my hard work. Can I slow him down? I don't think I have an ability that does that. Like, again, if I do nothing, he just keeps doing that. It doesn't make a difference whether I attack or not. This feels like a sort of thing where I'm supposed to do something else. Let's use an item. Let's not use an item. Let's see, mandatory is Bart and... Oh, I should have... Well, let's do that at the very least. I should have done that long ago. I only just thought of it now. He's gonna absorb again. He didn't absorb again yet. He's going to. I don't think that'll make a difference. Rico's fuel's running a bit low. Maybe I need to let him heal to full. Okay, well, he took off his probe. Alright, whatever. I'll just keep doing this and hope it works eventually, but... I don't really have insight into how much he healed there. I should have counted heals. It was a lot. It was like 20? It's like 20,000? I wish my Deathblower 1 worked. So level 3 was super not worth it. Let's just Repu. Yeah, like that's as much damage as almost as much damage as I did at level 3. Well, somewhere around. It wasn't actually, but you know. So if he doesn't connect again, I think I can win this. If he does connect again, I have a problem. Okay, whatever. I wanna just do this. Maybe if I turned off my booster while he's doing the thing, it would be better. Why would that be better? It seemed like he was both doing it on his own turn and maybe countering my attacks. Maybe I just got confused by that and I should have stopped attacking and he would do less. Well, still some, but less. Maybe? If I have to redo this fight, then that's what I'll try. I'm hoping I can still just get it done from here. Might be able to. Yeah, all of those are happening right after my attacks, so I think he takes an action in response to my attacks every time. And that action when connected is to heal, that action when not connected is to attack. Okay, I think I get it. And he does it on his own. Like, he doesn't do that in response to me charging, right? Okay, let's try something. If Faye charges, does he attack Faye? He did there. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Will he attack Bart here, Andvari? No, he attacked Queltal. Yeah, I know, you're almost down. Yeah, I know, you're almost out of fuel. I don't see a point to turning off the booster there. Still alive. I can do this attack. A steer that is out of fuel can't really do anything except charge. Because he knows no ether machine. Okay, so... I'm gonna unboost. Is Bart gonna unboost? Yes. If I just turn my booster on and off, does that, like, not have him do the thing? So he's not absorbing. He is absorbing once. What if I charge? Nothing. Okay. So we're just going to charge during this. Okay, that's the key. Probably. So when he disconnects, we'll attack again. Veltol will be dead, so that's 2. And then he Ignis Storms. Alright, Veltol's gone. Stier has almost no fuel. Okay, this is an actual gear fight where I have to actually use some tactics here. You have enough fuel for... No. No. He's still connected. He's disconnected. Okay. Yes, do Seal Punch Andvari. Andvari might be able to solo this at... No, I won't win the damage race. Should I restart? I don't imagine this would work. I don't know, maybe it would. Let's try. It did literally nothing. Didn't even animate. Okay. Fine. Out of fuel. Sure, I'll do this anyway. He healed like 3 times. I can at least outpace that. But if Stier is down, which it's about to be, maybe, and he's healing again, and it's just Andvari left, I'm gonna have to just like reset. Because like he's gonna have trouble killing Andvari. But I'm not going to be able to kill him. We'll just be at not so much a stalemate, but a very slow death on my part. And we're basically there, right? Yeah, you know what? The only sensible thing to do right now is reset. Now that I get how this fight works. Let me check where my Death Blower is. Is it not on Veltol? If it is on him, then I should switch for fixed frame HP. Rico shouldn't boost. Well, no, he should just unboost and charge during the absorb gate energy phase. That's what it is. So this is like a Ramses fight. Sure, all fights with counterattack actions are Ramses fights. Why not? All Ramses fights are fights with counterattack actions. Alright, so what's with my Death Blower? Is it equipped? I don't know where it would have gone. I didn't take it off. It is. Okay, so it just doesn't work in that battle. For whatever reason. I don't know why. But I'm going to give you frame HP 50 instead. Okay, so we'll just do without that. And... okay, so for one thing, Seal R would be nice. So there's fire damage and seal damage. Veltol went down first. I guess, am I actually gonna fix my frame HP? Maybe. Oh, Seal R. Yes, seal damage down 50%. So you do have it already. You two are equipped identically. Andvari has a sealed barrier instead. Andvari has the most health, so it doesn't need that as much. Let's switch. CLR. Here we go. Instead, Veltol will have the seal barrier, because he needs it more. Our value's probably good. Gel damage, what? Who cares? Well, nobody but it's functional R, so I don't need to take it off or anything. And Vari's not going to be healing. Let me give him some response, probably? So anything other than response that would do better. I don't need defense. If I want offense, then... yeah, that's gonna be... well, it would be Death Blower 1 if that worked, but that doesn't work in this fight for whatever reason, so it's Resp Circuits instead. Okay. You two are fine. Alright. Why is my camera like this? Oh boy, gotta watch that whole scene again. I could also switch party members, but I'm not. Who would I take instead? Faye is mandatory, I think. So it'd be... Who would I switch Rico for? Maria, maybe? Choo-Choo, maybe? I don't know how good... Like, I don't have a good sense of how good Giant Choo-Choo is. I know Zibsane's pretty good. Do I know that? I think Zibsane's pretty good. Let's see. Renmazuo is fine. I'm kind of unimpressed with it, though. Like, the ether gun heals things too often. That's what bothers me. Heimdall. Yeah, I would switch Rico for Citan. That's what I would do if I were changing party members to do this better. Oh boy, it's this RPG thing of a battle you're likely to lose following an extremely long, unskippable scene. I understand why it happens, it's just coincidence more than anything. But it sure is a common pattern. At least I think I understand the battle now. I understand the sorts of actions that will probably win me this battle. See, now hang on. Veltol died because I couldn't heal it. Stier didn't die, well, it was about to. Because the battle went on too long, but also because it ran out of fuel because I did heal it. So maybe I should have given the seal barrier to Stier. Well, whatever. I think how twitchy he is. He's like frantically looking around to see who's doing stuff. I guess Faye's question is legitimate because we took what we know as the only entrance to this place, and Shakhan got there first. Couldn't we just assume that Graf went in before us? Maybe. So, we don't have an explanation for Citan's interdimensional travel yet. Because we do know for sure that he slipped away from us at one point to go talk to Emperor Cain. And then there was that weird thing where, like, he wasn't on the Yggdrasil and then he was, and that was unexplained. When was that? I forget which part of the story that was, but... like, that was a thing. Alright, fight time. Finally. How long was that? Probably about 4 minutes. Probably a little less. It probably felt like longer than it was. So, I will accept your healing because you start at full health, presumably. I will not booster. I'll simply do weak attacks. You won't be able to reach. But you're not healing. So at the start of the fight, you just don't do that. Well... so what do I want to happen? I guess I'll just charge up to 3 with no booster right now. Since, like, nothing's happening until I do that. Yeah, he's clearly countering every blow here. Okay, so yes, he is absorbing. Never mind, this is the correct action. Get to attack level 3. Then we're gonna just stop all actions. Wait for him to disconnect. And dump all our power at once. And by stop all actions, I mean charge. When will I booster? Okay, so 2 heals. Does he do a fixed amount? Am I expected to do this fight a 3rd time? I hope not. So all the damage I'm doing is getting healed, and that's fine. I don't mind. I'm expecting it. So it's like as the fight goes on, Shakhan learns what he and his gear and the gate generator can do. He figures it out and adjusts his tactics. That makes a weird noise. It's like this loud part at the start of it, and the rest is, I don't know. Okay, you've done your thing. So without the CLR, that would do a lot more. What if I don't booster now? It feels like now is maybe not the time to booster. Though Andavari probably has enough fuel to just do it. I'll turn it on next time he connects. That makes sense. That'll be some of my... So I'll charge once first with everybody, then turn booster on once with everybody, and then continue the fight. I can charge with booster just to sit at the same fuel level, and that'll be fine. Okay, so anyway. Twin Snake. Loud noises. Good damage. Clunk. Let's try Raibu. I've never done it. 1710, I assume Ryubu or whatever it was would have done... Ryubu is what I just did. I think. Okay, so 0. Good. Mega Body. Yeah, your lack of death blows is giving me fewer options there. So I'm choosing not to booster now? Just because I know he's gonna connect, like that's how the fight continues, and I'm not spending my resources on this part of the fight, I guess? I don't know if that makes sense. That's what's happening, though. Like, I'm expecting the time it'll take me to charge up to attack level 3 will be about the time it takes him to reconnect to his machine. A lot less, actually. Okay, that's fine. So everybody's gonna charge once. I'm considering healing with Rico again. Was I enough more efficient that that makes sense? Okay, so 1 heal. So we charged once. I'm gonna... Should I charge twice? No, I'm gonna boost. Then just charge the number of times it's necessary. 2 heals or 3? 2 or 3. Some number. Alright, everybody's got their boost on. Then you Ignis Storm, I know. I didn't give him the Wild Smile, and I didn't give Faye the Yin Power. Alright, Rico's gonna have to do his thing. That's fine. Bart still actually, let's... No, he'll heal if I do that. So no, charge. You need to Yin Power. I'm okay with defense down. I say, him being the one who died last time. I want Rico to live, that's important, so he will actually heal. Charge. Charge. Heal. Good. Okay. I'm ready to attack again. Little attack. On death blow. So this is the pattern. Use little attacks to charge up to 3, and dump 3s all at once. It's going to be the most fuel efficient and possibly also the most damage efficient. I'd have to do the math. Intuitively, I think it's around the same amount, maybe a little better. So yeah, you do those little tiny itty-bitty slaps, and then also that one occasionally. I do not mind eating this counterattack. So yeah, no white cologne in gear form, so I can't do my own counter-attack. No counter-force or whatever. Gear battles are just very different. This one battle is going to be all of today, isn't it? Kinda looks like it. Ryubu! Good. That's good, yes, the correct target. The incorrect target for you, correct for me. Twin Snake. That's so loud. That is nice. I'm gonna get a wild smile in here. Just feels like the right thing to do. Okay, so time to just sit and do nothing. I'll take a big fire attack and it's annoying, but I'll live. Face should probably heal. Rico can't do that again. Faye can't do it another time. It's fine though. Looks like you lose more than you charge, I think. So yeah, this is costly with booster on. I guess I could turn booster off. Okay. Everybody just turn booster off. And then turn it back on, probably, because I'm going to want it once he's disconnected. I think that's his third heal this time. That's fine, I can wipe that out with one Andavari attack. Alright, booster off, charge once, booster on. How about that? Yeah, you do that. I understand. So maybe, like, this is my signal to turn booster back on. Because, like, he'll take a little bit of time before he disconnects, but not that much. Let's see if that makes sense. It did. Pretty much perfect. Oh, and Avari's actually kind of low. Did I say he wouldn't be healing? Maybe I'm wrong. So Veltol is the healthiest at the moment. Okay, but I didn't lose, like, all of my progress that time. I'm much, much better positioned to get this done. Just be patient. Don't worry too much about my waning resources. Just hope he doesn't seal punch Stier, I guess, is the main thing I want not to happen. Maybe I should have brought fixed frame HP 30? I wonder if that's more fuel efficient. Like, less healing, but, like, better healing for fuel. I don't know. Alright, there's that wild smile helping me out. Well, shoot, you did exactly what I wanted you not to do. Well done. He's playing smart. But so am I, and I'm hoping my smart playing outpaces his. Okay, attack level 3. Do the thing. And that's most of your healing you did last connection to the machine. Erased. This might be your last attack you get in before you go down. You made it a pretty good one. Okay, miss. Good. Even with all this, fuel is getting kinda low. Yeah, this battle's hard. Wow. Maybe I do need to switch for Heimdall. Alright, everybody turn off booster. Stier is gone after this. Because Ignis Fire or whatever. Attack level infinity? What? I'm intrigued. Meteor Fall? What happened? I don't know why that happened right now. I'll allow this 1000 healing to see this, in case it's a one-turn only thing. Well, that was nice. Oh, I killed him. Okay. Well, what was with that attack level infinity? It must be an Omnigear thing. Okay, we did it! Good fight. Cool. Ether R, +1. Okay. And a bunch of money. How? This can't be. So he's still okay. Every time Graf has empowered someone and we've defeated them, they've just died immediately. Shakhan didn't, like, change form or anything. Graf only acted on his gear. No, he didn't. Shakhan had a strong reaction to Graf's empowerment. Shakhan, 12 years ago, if you weren't so hungry for power, Margie would still have her family, and wouldn't have had to live out in the deserts. What would you know, you throne-born brats? Throne-born? Throne? You can have it. A king's gotta carry the heaviest responsibilities of all. It's a tough racket. Something you'd never understand, punk. Kick him off that ledge. Ah! Nah, I don't think we need to take an action here. The gate's on fire. This is good. Not good. No, this is good. This is what we want. I guess it's not good with us in the room. Not good. We better bail out now. And leave Shakhan here. So, 1 generator out of 3 down, it would seem. Destroyed by Shakhan. Oh, we'd better bail out of here. No, I'm not gonna do anything. We're fine. What is that, like, icon on the floor? That's weird. Silence. Oh, we were way down there? I guess so. Dude, okay, now I understand, Rico. That was not good. The ocean was surprisingly calm about all that. Didn't, like, create a big tsunami or anything. This is Bledevik. Hey, there we go. Alright. Sometime later. Faye, if anything, I'm your friend, right? Sig, you won't change no matter what I do, will you? What is the matter, young master? Nah, I guess I have to do what I was asked. My good people of Ave, this is Bartholomew Fatima, the 19th king of Ave, son of Edbart Fatima IV, the 18th king of Ave. First, one must apologize for the trouble caused by one's unavoidably lengthy absence from the palace. Oh, he's putting on his royal voice. One must apologize. One especially wants to give one's condolences to those who lost family in the war with Kislev. One will immediately call a truce with Kislev and begin reparations to victims of both countries. Nice! I hope Sigmund's up for that. All citizens drafted as soldiers will also be allowed to return home. Let us work together towards the rebuilding of Ave. One also has another final but important message. A declaration from the will of Edbart IV, who wished only for peace for his kingdom, Ave. I, Bartholomew Fatima, the 19th king of Ave, do hereby declare... Hereby, that's not how you spell that. From this day forward, I shall abandon the monarchy and create the Republic of Ave. The last king! There you go. Young master. What in Ave are you doing? This is my father's wish. I am sorry. You both have worked so hard for many long years to restore me to the throne. Now I'm no longer in line to be king, nor anything else for that matter. The two of you are free to go. What are you saying? Unbelievable. Master Sigurd? Can't you hear the crowd outside? They have chosen you as their king. You're going to be very busy. Sig. Won't you need some capable assistance? Well, here goes nothing. Oh, I cut out their cheering. Oh. King Bart. So end of his main story arc. Well, yeah, kinda. He did what he'd set out to do. Oh, young master, you still haven't rested yet? Old Mason, there is one thing I want to ask you. What is it? Where was Sigurd born? Right. He is part of your family. Or he has the Jasper in some way or another. Young master, he has blue eyes. It's the Fatima Jasper. Well, it was long ago, when His Majesty and I were still young. You're talking about Ed Bart, I guess? Long before His Majesty knew my young master's mother. His Majesty was in love with a certain girl from a small religious sect east of Ave. Ah, so this would be Sigurd's mother then. Okay, so they're half-brothers. Got it. Right? Wait, did I put that together right? Yes. I'm jumping to conclusions, but it's the obvious one. This sect was quite different from Nisan and the ethos, but she was very beautiful. Then she just disappeared. Later there were rumors of her having a child. She disappeared? Did father abandon her? Sounds to me like she was taken by Solaris. Wait, but no. Sigurd was born on the surface. As far as I know, it was the opposite. His Majesty was abandoned. Sig is from Ave's eastern desert. Indeed, when he was 10, he was assigned to His Majesty King Edbart as a squire. Ooh, a lot of responsibility for a 10-year-old. Are we going to see young Sigurd here? Younger than in Jugend? No. That wasn't a flashback. There he is. Young master? Yeah, I can't sleep. Yes, so much has happened at once. Hey, Sig. What was your mother like? She died when I was but a child. Why? Do you have any memories of her? What kind of person was she? Well, she was very kind. But when I was born, it seems the doctor told her she did not have long to live. She lived in constant fear of that. Okay, so, got it. Not because of you being born, but like a different sort of thing. Or maybe, but it took years to take effect, something. As a result, even if she met someone she liked, her fear of death was her drawback. She worried that she could not be with me to the very end. What about your father? He isn't supposed to know that I was born. However, even for not knowing, he still treated me like a son. Why didn't you tell him you were his son? Okay, I see how it is. Got it. If my mother hid that fact, there had to be a reason. There is more to my father's will than what I declared today. I must share my inheritance with my brother. He also said, you must split you and your brother's share with the people. That had always bugged me up until now. I didn't know what he meant. That's all I wanted to say. Good night. So Bart didn't actually tip his hand to Sigurd there. But, like, Sigurd knows that he witnessed, like, they did the Jasper thing together, so he knows that Bart knows. But, I don't know, they're being coy about it. Everybody's at the table. Thanks to you, Ave has been taken back from Shakhan and Gebler. Thank you. Now, in order to free other lands from Gebler and Solaris, we must destroy the other 2 gates and bring down Solaris. We've learned from Shakhan's notes that the gates form the points of a triangle. Okay, and we know where 2 of them are, then we can extrapolate to 2 possible points for the 3rd. 1 point was the Great Mausoleum. 2 others remain, but we only know where 1 is. Yes, under the Ethos headquarters. However... Well, I guess I'm saying, like, if it's an equilateral triangle, then you got exactly 2 candidates. If it's an uneven triangle, you know, any 3 points will form a triangle if they're not in a line. It wasn't there when we followed Stone under the Ethos headquarters. Did we do that? Yes. When the thing was attacked... What did we find under there? The data room, that's right. With all the stuff... Yeah, okay. Now I remember. Things are blending together for me. If it really is there, it must be buried deep beneath the earth. How are we going to destroy it, then? Tilt Fort Jasper over and, like, fire that beam cannon at it. By combining everyone's gear power. Choo-Choo has a plan! What are we going to do with everyone's gear? Dig a giant hole in the ground? What's wrong with that? It would take years. What if we used Shavat's cannon? What if we used Fort Jasper's cannon? Okay, Shavat's cannon too. Hold on, Shavat has a... Have we seen Shavat use... Yeah, they used it on Ramses' ship. That's right. If that worked, we would have tried it already. Oh. Fort Fatima? So it must be something more powerful than Shavat's cannon. And we don't have a Gebler battleship. But we got the big gun in the fort. Use the big gun in the fort, assuming you can tilt it that way. Is there any weapon that powerful on Earth? Gebler battleships and Shavat's cannon are the most powerful weapons ever produced by man. Bart, it's time for you to pipe up. Are you not following this? But I seem to remember seeing something. What? A weapon with firepower like those 2. Yeah, you seem to remember seeing. Yeah, I got it. Fort Jasper! Her gun could take out a mountain. What about that? Okay, finally. Bart's a little bit slow sometimes. It's an endearing character trait. Sit on what? However powerful the Jasper may be, how are we going to aim it at the Ethos HQ? So yes, that is a problem. To damage something that deep underground, we would have to attack it from directly above. So you fly it like way up, then do a nosedive, then fire, then pull out of the nosedive just in time not to hit the ground. But the Jasper gun is... Yes, of course. What, are you saying we should just move Fort Jasper on top of Babel? That might work. Okay, Rico has a good idea. The sideways Babel Tower can have Fort Jasper mounted sideways on it. Sure. Now that you mention it, Babel does overlook their headquarters. I mean, it does? It's like half the width of the Ignis continent away. I guess, like, okay, we went into that mountain cave, journeyed some distance underground, and there was the thing. If we're lucky, it's kind of the same thing here, and like it goes toward the Babel Tower there? This plan doesn't feel like it works very well. But maybe? I guess you could put it at an angle. Sure. If we shoot it from there, it might just possibly be able to reach that far underground. But how could we move Fort Jasper? That's true, we haven't really piloted that thing. It rose out of the ground once, but it hasn't moved laterally at all. It's impossible. Something that heavy. Didn't the control room in Babel control a cannon or something? I think it moved the giant mirror outside. Oh yeah. Wait, are we gonna direct the mirror and then fire at the mirror? Okay, if the mirror can take that blast and redirect it, sure. Maria, do you know of anything like that? I've never heard anything about it, but it might be there. Let's go check. Okay, back to Babel Tower, huh? Alright. Wait a moment. A giant mirror and a giant cannon, both from the same ruins? There might just be something in this. Like what? Ah, I have solved the puzzle. Puzzle? What puzzle? This is so good. The Babel and Jasper ruins are from the same civilization. One far more advanced than our own. Do not the two structures seem similar to you? Yeah, I noted that the bridge, the sideways bridge halfway up Babel Tower, looked just like the bridge in the fort. I believe they were both built with gears and a powerful foe in mind. Yeah, I noticed that, but what's it all mean? It means the people who built the giant mirror at Babel Tower knew about the giant gun at Jasper. And? What are you getting at? We can probably assume the mirror was built to reflect something. That something being a beam shot from the Jasper gun. Reflect? You mean that mirror can reflect a beam attack? Yes, he says with such confidence, as if he knows. Maybe he does, he's Satan, he knows things. Long ago, Babel and Jasper must have been at war. Really? Not exactly. Wait, where are you pulling this from, Rico? The Babel mirror and Jasper gun were combined to make one weapon. What do you mean? Oh, he's getting it from, like, the mirror was there to reflect the beam, as in, like, the beam would have been fired at the tower in aggression. I understand. But those things are so far apart, how could they be one weapon? Well, the gates may be far apart, but aren't they still one device? Yes, I see what you mean, but... what did they use that weapon for? Digging holes in the ground. When they had to, like, excavate to put in a gate generator. That I do not know. Whatever. The point is, how do we use the two weapons as one? Bart, seriously? We point the mirror, we fire the gun at it. Aim the Jasper gun at the mirror and fire. The mirror will reflect the beam on the gate. Do you think it will work? Theoretically, it would require a few minor adjustments. Do we have any idea where to aim? We gonna wipe out the entire Ethos HQ? Just, like, put a crater in the ground there to take out the gate generator? I mean, is there anything of worth there at this point? Yes, lots! There's a data room with all this information in it. Historical ruins of a former society? Adjusting the mirror is going to be rather difficult and tedious. If the two weapons are one, then it should not be too difficult, I hope. That sounds dangerous. I think it was meant to reflect shots back at the enemy. But it's a mirror. You know how mirrors work, Rico. Come on now. If you're wrong, it'll come back and hit you. Yes, that is why it is most difficult for the gun crew. The mirror must be hit precisely. We will need to divide into two teams. One will fire the gun, while the other will adjust the angle of the mirror to ensure the beam hits the Ethos headquarters. Since this was my idea, I will take the dangerous part of adjusting the mirror. Alright, Hyuga, I'll let you take care of that. It seems like your type of job. I'll go too. Doc might need help. It might be lonely with just Citan and Faye, so I'd better go too. Alright, you three take Babel. Now what about the gun? I'll do it. Looks like my kind of job. He just wants to blast that Ethos HQ, huh? Don't worry, I won't miss. I haven't been using a gun for nothing. Okay, that's also a good reason. Well, I'd probably better go to the Jasper. Me too! Choo-choo wants to go too! Alright then. Rico hangs out with Maria here. Then it's settled. You go with Citan to aim the mirror at the Ethos headquarters. We'll aim the Jasper gun at the mirror. Let's get back to the Yggdrasil and get going. Are we... Oh, we're not on the Yggdrasil now. We're in Bledavik. Sorry, I interpreted this as the gun room, but I didn't really look at the scenery. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. So no choice here. I can't have Rico or Maria. Oh boy, it's the Soul 9000. Ramses and Myung are there in person? So they do know about this. They're not just the shadow government who, like, keeps themselves secret. This is open, or maybe they're just like being brought here for the first time. Allowing the contact with Shavat. Not only Shavat, the Ignis defeat, the Thames retreat. Now hold on. I thought these were operating in secret from Ramses specifically. Alright, I'm looking through this. Where's my thing? What do I know about what they know? Alright, I'm reading Elder Council Meeting 1. I only have meetings 1 and 2 recorded. They had the most important information, it seemed like, and like the most puzzles to pick apart. So I love that whole just like debate at the table. Like, everything made sense there. I was following along perfectly, and I was one step ahead of everybody, which is probably by design. But like, that was just a very, very genuine scene. Everybody was puzzling out how to dig a hole at the Ethos headquarters with the tools they have, and just everything made sense the way it was put together. Nothing was nonsense there. I liked that. Writing in this game is so good. Like, wow. Translation's a little dodgy sometimes, but the writing is extremely good. Excavation of anima relics from the Ethos. No, in this first meeting they don't talk about Ramses at all. Alright, disobedience. Ramses' orders are to excavate the anima relics in Ignis and to watch over the lands. What is he? Ramses... Memory cube... Same condition... Okay, now hold on. I can put together something else now that I know Krelian a little better. Oh boy, what are we doing here? Animus factor, coincidence, same conditions 500 years ago. That does not rule out the possibility he planned it this way intentionally. The transfer point is at Kuvi. It is near the Thames. If it is a Kuvi, Krelian's headed that way. Krelian himself, what for? Zeboim's legacy... explaining what Zeboim's legacy is this acceptable, Kane? Yes, it will do for now. 19 years... Technology doesn't seem that crucial to us. He is still a lamb, so that's Krelian. Yes, we know he was surface-born, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right? Now hold on, he fought together with Roni Fatima and... what was it, Lacan? In Shavat. But yeah, he was born on the surface, wasn't he? Do I have notes on Krelian? Oh boy! It is note time. My notes don't say. Okay, where was I? Legacy of Zeboim. He is still a lamb. Giving the ability to do as he wishes is questionable. So they're talking about Krelian here. There are times when even we do not know what he is thinking. But he has authority over these people. He was like super talking down to them last time he was there, and they were just taking it. Let it be. I will take responsibility for that. On another matter, blah blah blah. Okay, so I think I misinterpreted. Okay, so this is probably not Ramses and Myung's first meeting with the Elder Council. Okay, not only Shavat, the Ignis defeat, the Thames retreat, and yes, even Elru, Demon of Elru. Even Elru, wait, hold on, so this name's coming up again. Ramses used it once to refer to id. But Demon of Elru, I thought it was like a place. Useless, as always. A failure to begin with. Trash. What did you just say? They're talking about Ramses. Oh, is he getting fired from his job? It's the truth. And just what is that attitude? You should show some loyalty. How dare you ridicule me by calling me trash? Damn you! Gah. Calm down, Commander. It's not good for you. You still haven't recovered from the last battle. Which one was that? Was that when his ship got shot down over over Babel Tower? Next to Babel Tower? It does not matter. The lambs are probably on their way to destroying the gate. Already got one, but not this time. I'd like to see your intrinsic powers. If you aren't the trash we think you are... Whoa. So they can just, like, phase out of existence, huh? Myung, launch the ship. Get to him. This time, I'll go myself, and I'll bring him down. Commander, you can't go out there like that. Hey, Kelvana. Commander, request permission to handle the situation. Oh, it's Talon and Seraphita, isn't it? You all? Oh, and someone else. Oh, and Dominia, of course. Yes. We'll do our best to beat your expectations. Commander, please, you must get medical attention. To make our ideals a reality. So these 4 are on the same team? Okay, sure. Of course they are. That makes sense. Well then, we are off. I wonder if we're going to see, like, Rank, Vance, Strutsky, etc. Helmholtz, what's the other one? Breuer. Someday again. What are we doing? So we're here in the Yggdrasil. Bledovik's probably free. I'll probably look over that, and then that'll be today. Hey, Bart. I can go anytime. Okay, right, so Faeli, Citan are going to Babel Tower. That's what's happening. I'm going to put Deathblower 1 back on. I wonder why it didn't work specifically in that fight. Like, was that on purpose? Right, you have 1, and now you will too. Babel Tower was a gear place, so I might get some use out of it there if the climb is anything like it was the first time. Just want to see if there's anything that stands out there. Shavat, move to here. That sounds out to me. Ethos HQ, excavation site, Babel Tower Orphanage, Fort Jasper. There's like a whole big continent there southwest of Ignis that hasn't had anything. And west of Ignis, like, what's that? Let's go fly there and see if there's anything. Is it just like wildlands and nothing? And then down there in the southeast. You know what? This is suddenly the thing I'm most curious about. First I'll talk to the people on the Yggdrasil. Sigurd, you got any info? Shall we launch the Yggdrasil? Not yet. Right, and Bledovik. Okay, I'm gonna fly over the places I haven't been and just look at them. Then... something. Then go to Bledovik. Because it's no longer under martial law, I should be able to go there and see if things changed. Maybe I can get the gold nugget in the fish tank. I probably can't. How can I get back into that dungeon? Well, just by going there, right? I should save. I have not done that a single time yet today. And it has been over an hour. Not since my last reset, but still. Protect Nisan. Nisan has been protected. Wait, hold on. Is this... Where am I... Yes, that's right. Right, not saving all day confuses me. Save here. What's the chapter? So no disc swap. We are absolutely definitely past the part of this game I have seen, and disc has not been swapped, so I was mistaken about Gate 2 Babel. Okay. I was mistaken that I was on disc 2. Okay. I have nothing to look back on that I regret. Well, good for you. Got anything cool for sale? Doesn't look like that's changed. But yes, I appreciate the stuff you had. Oh, this table has way more chairs than that one in the other place. Uh-huh, of course you do. What's that rat up to? I'll be supporting you. And how will you be doing that? I'm sure you have your ways. What's Rico looking at? Clothes. Alright. There's nothing to do now. I could help you if you want me to. Okay. Yeah, you don't have a job here. You and Maria are just gonna hang out on the Yggdrasil. Hold down the forts. They'll just be talking about the air-going engine. Choo-Choo will just say, I'm ready to go, Choo, and I'm ready to go anytime or something. Man who isn't pretending to be wounded anymore, right? Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. So Jesse was like on the throne with Queen Zephyr now, right? I guess I could go to Shavat and see that. That wouldn't be a huge detour or anything. Why am I here? I don't have a reason to be. I took a wrong turn. Okay, well, I guess I'm done it here. Let's go... Yeah, okay, so... Oh boy. I want to fly over the places I haven't been. Then I'll make a loop over to Shavat. Then I'll come back here and check out Bledavik. That's my plan. And I do get a world map here. Okay, great. So this little island, little tiny desert with nothing. Okay. This place, is there any sign of any civilization or anything here? Not a thing. It is untamed wilderness. Alright. Same with this, it's just landmass to be landmass. What's this little place here? Ice! Alright, those are the ice caps. That's the orphanage. What if there's like special encounters in some of these places or something? I don't know, this is an interesting choice. It could just be because the game was a little bit rushed and some of these zones just weren't as fleshed out as they might have wanted them to be. It could be that there's some super secret here. It could be that there will just be something later. Ooh. Well, hello. I found something. Alright, you know what? This is taking priority here. Okay, so I need to be moving forward in order to move down. I should be able to land here. This should work. The land button is this one? Yes. Let's see what's here. Oh. Not enterable. Okay, so there's one little mystery for later here in this spot. What are battles like here? We are in gears. Have the gears recharged. Oh jeez, Neo-Etones! Okay, that's serious. Whoa, what the... Never mind, you're something else. Hold on, what are you? Regular Etone, okay. I guess I could have come here a while ago. I don't know why I'm trying to be so incredibly fuel efficient here. I'm just going to the Yggdrasil where I'll get my fuel back anyway. But this is what I'm doing. Those battles give huge experience like your battles normally do. Maybe not. Koga! Right, Citan. Hadn't been to the party for a while. Rico's holding my wizardry ring. Oh, I didn't talk to Margie. Whoops. Okay, so... first of all, death blows. Fouquet, don't know that one. Willow Wind. Okay, his death blows changed language. They became elemental, I see. Bright Spark, that's the square triangle X one, okay. Abilities. Def up, attack down. Okay, and are you going to get the opposite? So does everybody just get an equivalent of that? Not everybody, but a lot. What if Ellie's going to get more abilities? Okay, so one little mystery thingy here. Check the continent to the north. Let's check this little island over here. But yeah, just like lore-wise, humans haven't been living on the surface for all that long in like the current cycle or whatever. So yeah, just not that much time to tame the wilderness, I guess. And build the civilization. Okay, it's just a little place. Shavat. Did I have another destination other than Shavat and Bledavik? I don't think so. Whoa, something moved. What are those dots? Oh, Shavat is... Oh, it just wanders around on its own. I see, okay. Margie, that was my other destination. Okay, well, I'll get to her. Where's the Shavat dock? Okay, just here. I understand. Whoa, that's not the button. Yes, I do. While I'm here, I should shop your gear parts, because this is where the best stuff is, as far as I know right now. And I did want to do that at some point. Okay, this is convenient. Yes, I do. Just for some reason, I want to check if Jesse's still standing next to Zephyr on the throne. It's just, there's something weird about it. Who is he to her? There's still the whole Melchior and Gaspar thing. We have not caught wind of their locations yet. Yeah, sprites are just darker on this screen, even though everything's very bright. Oh, there we go. I pressed the button and the door didn't open, and I thought I was just going, but I was not. Yeah, he's still there. What are you doing here, Jesse? Go get him, guys. Alright then. Break the gate and open the path to Solaris. That will lead to the land dwellers' freedom. Please, Faye. Right. Okay, if I have a chance to free roam without Faye in the party, I'll make a point to come back here and see if she still says please, Faye to someone else. Gear parts. Those are sold at the choo-choo shop? You still running your shop here? No. You're not the same one, maybe. I can't tell. You're the right color. Is it the choo-choo shop? And also, where is the choo-choo shop? It's in Alpha Aura, right? Well, yeah, that's the only other place to be here, really. Are gear parts sold there, or was it somewhere else? Shoot, I don't know now. Well, in any case, it's totally here. Okay, it's probably not down there, I'm gonna say. It was pretty conspicuous, wasn't it? It was not that. That's the bar. Okay, I'm learning a little bit about, oops, how to get around here. This was not the abandoned house. What was this? Just like people. Okay, yeah, sure. What was this? Oh no. We're doing this again. Not for very long. I have one very specific goal, and I know where it's not. Does that help me know where it is? A little bit. For all I know, maybe Bledovic would have superior gear parts to Shavad. Well, okay, I guess it's either down here or back on the first lift I didn't take. Where does this go? Isn't this just the... No, wait, what is this? This is the abandoned house. Yeah, this is the abandoned house. Okay. Oh boy, I can't see. There we go. I fell off. When I fell off, I might have missed some stuff. This is the choo-choo zone. Is this where I buy gear parts? I don't think it's you unless you sell both. Yeah, no, you just sell, like, this stuff. You're an item shop. Is there a gear part vendor here? Okay. Maybe. What was this? The inspirational tradition of the Choo-Choo tribe. I don't think there's a gear parts vendor here. Wondrous Mambo God. Isn't that implied to be... No, that's not implied to be the transformation. It's something else. So, you were a gear parts vendor when you came over to that spot, right? But I just can't access that here now? Is that what I'm seeing? So therefore I've lost access to that forever? Or was there another spot to shop for? Well, it's not here. Okay, let's assume that either, like, there's a better one somewhere or, I don't know. I don't know anything. Okay, well, let's assume this. Let's assume that a Choo-Choo who's not behind a counter like that won't sell me gear parts. So I'm not gonna spend time talking to them. Yeah, down there was just the... Yeah, I remember what that was, I think. Okay, so not here anymore. Nowhere in Shavat. Maybe I can buy them at the... Like, the Zibsane dock? I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay, let's try that at least. And just because I can't think of what it looks like, remind me what's down here. Memory cube. No, this is the place that I thought was down at the bottom of the Choo-Choo zone. Yeah. Well, there's no gear parts there, I'm pretty sure. Alright, whatever. Forget it. It's too much out of the way for me to find it. And might not exist anymore. I'm just not sure. Okay, so... I mean, I'll check the central dock, sure. This would be a sensible place to sell such a thing. But I expect this to just be completely empty. It's not. Do you sell gear parts? Your text's nice and fast. Hold on, what did you say about the Yggdrasil? We restored the Yggdrasil to perfection. It can fly anytime. Okay. I thought you said I can fly anytime. Power of 1,000 gears. Hold on. Say that again. It was amazing. I was so impressed. As long as Maria and you're with us, we have the power of a 1,000 gears. We gave it our all to fix the gears and the Yggdra. At this rate, we can beat Solaris in one shot. Maybe. I had never seen that text before. Is that Zip's in there? I can't get a good look at it, but I think so. What else would that be? Okay, so anyway. Whoa, camera. Anyway, I don't know where to buy gear parts here anymore. Maybe I did once, but I don't now. I guess I was just feeling a little lacking in that fight with Shakhan there. Alright, let's check Bledovik. And also talk to Margie. No, wait, she's not here. She's in Nisan, right? Recovering from her being shot in the leg. Should be, at least. Unless she's all better already. How much time passed? Some time. She is here! How's your leg, Margie? You're standing on it? I feel kinda out of it, but the important stuff is about to begin, right? Alright. Oops. The cursor on this menu. Anyway, phase mandatory right now. I guess that's all I really wanted to know about. Like, but aren't Citan and Ellie too? No, I do want to know more. Because, like, don't we have to have this exact team for going to the tower, or can I choose someone else? So here's the thing, like, I pick somebody to swap, I do that, I cancel, then my cursor is over there and it's confusing. So Citan's not mandatory. Ellie's not mandatory. Well, what if I took Bart here? That wouldn't make any sense. I don't know, I'm not going to be that uncooperative to the game. I'll stick with the party I have, because I like it, it's fine. I could borrow Rico's wizardry ring, but I'm not bothering. It's fine. Okay, so, Bledovik. Yeah, so like, I perused this gear parts store recently, and they did not have what I was after. Sigurd tells me about them getting better things in stock. Well, he did last time. Maybe he wouldn't this time, even though they did. But I don't think they did. Leave Shavat. He has different things to say when we're at particular places. Bledovik. Right here. Where's the actual entrance to that? Here. Get off? There we go. It's hard to get off. Happy Bledovik music? Yes? South Bledovik? There we go. Liberated city. Now that the war is over, there should be lots of visitors. I gotta be ready. Right, war is over. Oh, maybe I should visit Nortun. And see if, like, Sigmund has accepted the truce. Well, we're still fugitives there. Probably not welcome. Fruit that's kinda spicy, fruit that's kinda large. Kinda hard to say why it's so bizarre. Get your biz fruit now. Oh, is that what biz is for? Bizarre. Look, prices went down. You said it. The army returned all the stuff they confiscated. Really? Then can't you give it to me cheaper? Well, yes, the prices went down. This is giving it to you cheaper. I can't transact here. This is a shop not for me. Hey, try these berries. Sweet Delicious will make you a deal. Now, I'm not so worried about my kids and grandkids. I can relax in peace. Delicious berries. Are berries like these anywhere else? Have I spring water? I already got some. I'm good. They're really good. Oh dear. Elf bananas, right. Uh-huh. Meat. Hold on. Oh, okay. You sell hub stuff there. Got it. Everything is 70G. Wait, hold on. I think there's a flip I can do here. Like, hub steak goes for a lot in Nortune, doesn't it? I mean... hub steak coming up. Eat meat and you'll be healthy. Did I get one, or did I just, like, eat it right then and there? I'm currently in possession of one hub steak. Is that new? Or did I have one already? Can I buy more? This would be a very slow way to money grind, but can't I flip this for more in Nortune? And why would all of this be the same price? Because, like, they're very different values. This kid doesn't know how to price things. Yeah, I'm getting hub steak. 500 HP. Non-battle, sure. Alright. Oh, this is going to be a big thing, isn't it? Probably. Thanks for lending me that money before. Oh, this is the payoff for that. That's right. My dad never came back, but I still don't steal. The two of us are working hard. We opened up our own business. So now I can give you back your money, a little at a time. Hey, isn't that nice? I'll be here working hard, so stop by sometime and buy some meat. I did. Cool, alright. My good deeds are paying off. Wow, am I busy. Ever since I got back, my wife's been telling me the housework's backed up and won't help with the business at all. Okay. Not so worried about kids and grandkids. Relax in peace. There is a kid running around. You. Grandpa, hurry, hurry. We gotta buy the stuff for the welcome party before Dad gets back. Okay. Right, returning drafted soldier. Are you here for the tournament? Is that still going on? It's better if you don't know. Just enjoy Bledavik in peacetime. What if I am? Too bad it's already over. Okay, great. So can I go in here? No. That time is over. Ethos symbol. Well, this would be where to buy gear parts, wouldn't it, then? Sorry, I'm behind the counter. How rude of me. You got anything good? Maybe. Ooh, how much? I am interested in response. I'm gonna buy 2. I'm gonna buy 3. Really? Let's buy 1 and find out what it does. Because my resp circuit was plus 20. And I like that, and I would like more. Oh, that's Faye. I need Veltar. So yeah, resp circuit plus 20. Magnetic coat plus 25. Okay, marginally better. I'll stick with the 1. I don't want to waste all my money. Okay, but you do have, at the very least, interesting parts. Motion guard presents slow. If that's going to be a thing, I'd like to have at least 1. Probably 3, but let's say at least 1. Iron G-Whip, worse. Doesn't bode well for the... Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, you had the magnetic coat and that was cool. Maybe I will buy 2 more of those? I won't have a whole party of resp circuits. At most I'll have 1, because I'll have 2 Deathblower 1s otherwise. So no, let's not bother. 1 is fine. That's just a filler when I don't have something better like a Deathblower to do. I fell by accident. Right, this was where I played that elaborate game of hide and seek. This is the N. I remember this. I'll mark it down to 40G per person. No way! Hey, don't pull my leg. Sorry. How rude of me. Well, that one's not locked. Okay, unlocked room here. Empty, though. Nothing to do, probably. Right, the one that's locked was where the Nisan's sister, who was never named, was staying, and had the window I could jump out of. So, special room, I'm not allowed to go there anymore because the time of the special room is done. I see right through this game design trick. but I appreciate it nonetheless. Right, Bledovic's big. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? My oldest son came back! My prayers were answered. Now I'm putting all my effort into cooking. Alright. Well, good for you. And good for him. My big brother came back, but he's not working at the restaurant. I'm doing my best to get him a job soon. He says he's gonna be a gardener. Neat. Yep, home is best. No enemy bullets or sergeant's fists. Oh dear. And best of all is my family. The army taught me that you have to do what you want while you can. Woof. Alright, so we got some, like, abuse going on in the military. Not too surprising, honestly. What would you expect? Yeah, that fish tank. You said it. I'd like to eat him. No! No! The guy that used to work here came back from the army and said he would take me to the sea. He said the water goes on forever, just like the deserts. He also said we could see lots of pretty fish. I can't wait to go. Neat. Yeah, I see the hole there, but I don't think I can get to that anymore. I've been thinking about quitting drinking. The reason I became an alcoholic was to get out of going to war. Would that work? Did it work? I guess so. You know, since all the men came back, my son and I feel so ashamed. But compared to wives whose sons and husbands died or came back wounded, we're pretty happy. I didn't follow your line of reasoning. I haven't been to town in so long, Sarge. I don't know what to do. Yeah, how about the festival? The festival? The festival to celebrate the Truce with Kislev, Prince Bartholomew's return, and the founding of the Republic. Okay, so that's their excuse for a festival now. They didn't need one when under martial law because it was inaccessible. I see through this game design trick. Oh yeah, let's go. We couldn't make it back for the last one. Okay, I'm all ready to go. What can I get you? Bartweiser Margarita! Let's have one of each. Oh, that's gonna make me heavier, isn't it? Maybe one heavier, one lighter. Probably both heavier. That'll be 40G. Down to Bartweiser in a single gulp. Gained a bit of weight, and we're tipsy now. Okay, how much weight did I gain? Did we all drink it or just Faye? 176. He was like 172 before or something. Getting 4 pounds from one drink is impressive. That would have to be somewhere around 14,000 calories. And also it doesn't work that way. 50G for a margarita. Gained a bit of weight, and now we're even tipsier. Oh boy, Faye's getting all drunk. 184.8. So there's some, like, cold cakes or something at the festival I can probably eat to get my weight back down. Yeah, so weight change, mechanics, available here. I don't know that I would ever want to do that. Oh, he sobered up real quick. Have you ever had any alcohol before, Faye? Oh hey, do you pay the most? More than D-Block? I don't know, maybe. Don't have a thing. Does D-Block, B-Info Center even take eyeballs? Do I have scales? Alright, 150, 300, 600. I don't have a thing. Alright, whatever. You're the Elfanana vendor, that's right. Peace at last. Now we can live without fear. Right, everybody's doors here are curtains. This is a fortune teller. Welcome. What? No, it's a shop. Sorry, I think I made the same mistake last time I was here. You look like a fortune-telling shop. No, really, why is it set up like this if it's a... Like, look what you're sitting at. It's a book, okay, not a crystal ball. But still, this doesn't look like an item shop to me. That's fine, though. You can have an unconventional item shop if you want. I got back from the army and then my mom collapsed in illness. Oh no. She was so glad that I came back safe, but why does a guy like me have to do laundry? I need to find a wife and fast. Well, Just so you can delegate your work? You should have a better reason than that, honestly. It's cool here. Cool air blows up from the grate. I'd like to go there, but I can't. Yep, never having that gold nugget. It's just 1000 G. Why do I care? Oh, you think I'm your son, or whatever? Yup. Sorry. You. The neighbor's kids all came back, but not my son. Yeah, he's dead, isn't he? Son's fighting for the country, won't be back soon. It must be a tough job. Mm-hmm. That place is as sad as ever. Weapon shop? I'm back in business because my daughter worked so hard. Okay. Weapon shop. Old stuff. Good for you. Sorry, I walked away while you were talking about your daughter. And like, I'm here to talk to the people, so what am I doing just like zipping away as soon as they talk to me? Hi. My dad came back. I was helping him in the store, but he told me to go play somewhere. That kid is amazing. Since her father has been away, she's been running the store all by herself. That's right! That kid was running that store, wasn't she? This is the armor shop. What can I do for you? Probably nothing. I've put this on before. But I'm not currently putting them on. I don't need more. Still though, I appreciate the option. Okay, I think that's most of the things here. There's like this one back alley where the thief kids hid before. It's like among the stalls here. It's, no, not there. They were stealing something close to where the festival was, like on the left. I'll know it when I see it, maybe. Yeah, here. It's great that Prince Bartholomew returned, but what's this Republic thing? Alright, well, it's a different system of government. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. Hi. Play as Shakhan, huh? Ha ha ha, Bartholomew the pirate. I've got Margie. If you don't like it, come and get her. Help me, Bartholomew! You coward! Stealing Ave wasn't enough for you. Margie too? What's that, pirate? I made this country what it is. You just wandered around the desert, you louse. What the? You bald geese? Take this! Pirate kick! Whoa, you got me, you brat! Ramses! Ramses is here! Fight me, Bartholomew! This is great! Whoa, this guy is strong. This is gonna be tough. Is the one up there gonna be Faye? The Dragon Slaying Squire! Yes! The Dragon Slaying Squire is here! Ramses, Shakhan, watch out! This reenactment! Now it's 2-on-2. Let's go. Wait, is Myung here? Or no, it's Ramses and Shakhan. They got the story a little bit muddled up. Infidels, I'll kill you yet! You're no fun. Playing Margie is no fun. Well, you lost at paper, rock, scissors. No, I want to play the good parts. Stop complaining. I don't want to play the bald coots part. It's a dragon slaying squire. Can I have your autograph? Oh right, yeah. I'm in this story, you know. Oh jeez, kids swarming around me. Prince Bartholomew is so cool, big and strong. I'm gonna grow up now. I hate playing dumb roles. Gave a hide-and-seek badge to the dragon-slaying squire. That's me! I still have it. I treasure it forever. Or don't tell him that, just leave it in my inventory and forget about it. That was extremely worth coming here. I was already here earlier. Wow. Oh shoot, the scene's gonna... No, they're done. That was a one-time scene. That was really good. Oh. What a great little scene. South Bartholomew Square. Oh, right. Was it like Shakhan Square before? I forgot. But now it's Bartholomew Square. I read that on the way in and just, like, didn't really register it. Dad came back, so now I can go play. Nice. Watching kids playing like this makes the battlefield seem like a bad dream. Until recently, I was killing people on the battlefield. Is it right to have so much peace? Well, it's better than the alternative, isn't it? Relax, have a lot of fun. Yeah, the festival's a little different now. It did change. There are puppies over there. Finally, I'm back with my girl. Will my happiness ever end? No, it won't. Oh, when you say that, I get nervous. Yes, it will. No, I won't let it. Alright then. Woof. Woof. That's the adopted puppy. All these little touches like this. Ah, this is so good. Yep, looks like my kid wants to be a soldier when he grows up. Oh no, he'll change his mind eventually. Alright. Sorry, I talked to you already. No, the festival is gone. Like all the carnival stuff. Okay, it's a different thing. So yeah, no tournament going on, of course. Where even were the tournament grounds? This is just Fatima Castle. I guess it's just not a place that exists anymore. Well, okay, I should look around Fatima Castle, of course. We will protect Ave. We will protect Ave. Right, this is where Mason rescued us in the spider thing? Well, no, it doesn't look... No, this is different. This is the former Gebler base. It's under inspection. No entry. Are you sure about that? We're VIPs. We're allowed. But also, like, what is this? I've never been here before. Okay, those doors are not real doors. Vending machines. Is this a door? It is. Huh. Okay. I guess this was the gear hangar, or maybe the big ship hangar. Yeah, that's a lot bigger than a gear hangar. Yeah, okay, Gebler base, that's right. We did run through here. Like, this is where Ellie helped us out. This is where Firge was launched from. Not exactly, but yeah, okay, so this is where the ship was docked. Yeah. Ramses walked down here and berated Van der Kalm and met up with Shakhan and walked off this way. I remember that. And now I have free run of the place. Neat. That's cool. They walked in here. And yes, this is just the way out, of course. Or not. They took this elevator up to the right. And did we come down that right after rescuing Margie the first time? Maybe. This is cool. Camera doesn't rotate any further that way than that. I can't look out at the space where the big ship would have been. It's probably not fully modeled or something. Oh, that's a door. This one is not. No, they both are. And yet, they don't open for me. No entry. Under inspection. Okay. Wait, yeah, that was Ellie's office there, wasn't it? Was it? Hold on, did we come down... Yeah, I recognize this angle. We came down this way, went into Ellie's place where she had the drive on the table. Then she led us this way, toward the hangar, I guess. Yeah, okay. I recognize. Cool. That was so long ago. Right after the first really hard fight in the game. Yeah, protect Ave. Good for you. Is there something on this side? Trees! There are trees. Big doors. Big fancy lobby. Where does this door go? Even though I snuck around here as Bart, here's where the fight took place that Mason rescued us from. Shakhan and Myung came through those doors. Or maybe the others on the other side. No, probably here. Is there anything to see here? Sure, there's all this... Oh boy. Oh, okay, so I didn't go in the door on this floor. That probably goes to the balcony? Maybe? What does this one do? Some room or another. Yeah, Bart had to scour this place for Margie. It's pretty empty now, it seems. Okay. I think there's probably nothing to see here. I'll check that 2 floors down, just in case. This is an excessive amount of space to take up for, like, 1 bedroom. Who cares if it's a king's bedroom? Like, you can use space better than that. There is no king anymore. Alright, here's that table we were all sitting at, puzzling out how to... Oh, faces! How to, I assume those are former kings of Ave. Puzzling out how to blow a hole in the ground. Okay, that's where I thought that would go. Makes sense. Yeah, there's clearly nobody here. I say encountering somebody. Do you know what the biggest problem is since the end of the war with Kislev? The excavation rights to the ruins in Dazzle. That makes sense. Soldiers in the area have to protect those rights. Drafted soldiers are being sent home, so career veterans must be reorganized. But until the reorganized units arrive, the guards at the ruins can't return. That is a problem. Alright, military logistics. Good luck figuring that out. I have no insight on how to solve that problem. You didn't ask for mine. Oh yeah, this was Vanderkamp's big gun. I thought Mason would clean that up for me, but instead when he saw it, he got so excited. Man. So he's into the big guns too, huh? And this is... where? I don't know. Is this the exit? I'm ready to leave. I think I saw everything of value in here. Okay, cool. So, next time we're going to Babel Tower, I think? To climb up it and align a mirror. And, yeah, then we're gonna shoot at that mirror and hope it reflects the beam into the ground and doesn't, like, destroy the tower and kill the 3 of us. Digs a hole under the Ethos HQ, probably destroying that place too. Or maybe we'll dig next to it. And then... we don't know where Gate 3 is. We just know it forms a triangle with the other 2. So if I look at the map here... Oh, okay, so if it's an approximately equilateral triangle, it's on that island in the southeast. That's uninhabited and has, like, the big gash in it. Okay, cool. So, anyway, next time, climbing Babel Tower. I'll see you then.